Friends, I'd like to talk about what comes in the way of building and nurturing authentic relationships at work or in our personal lives. A topic I certainly grapple with all the time, and I'm sure many of you do. To answer this question, I'm drawn to one of the very first books I read well over 40 years ago, written by John Powell, published in 1969. And the book goes by the title, Why Am I Afraid to Tell You Who I Am? He actually asks a stranger, unrehearsed, this title, Why am I afraid to tell you who I am? And he says, Can you answer this question? He says, Do you want me to answer it? He says, Yes. And that other person says, I'm afraid to tell you who I am because if I tell you who I am, you may not like who I am, and it's all that I have. That is the kind of fear that prevents people from being authentic. If I turn the question around a little bit and say, why am I afraid to tell you who I think you are and what you're doing? What would be our answers? I'd really like you to share your responses here. I'd like to give a few. First, I'm not sure how to say it to you. I don't think I have that skill. It's too much work. I just don't have the bandwidth to get into this. Uh, it may spoil the transactional relationship that is keeping us going. Why muddy the waters? You may not like what I'm going to say. You may disagree with what I am saying and end up rejecting me. And therefore, it appears convenient to not tell you who I think you are, but carry that impression in my mind forever. I'd really love to hear from you.